we was listening to some Team Fearless motivation this morning, and the piece was about persistence. And we did ask the question, what stood out for you? Now, maybe many of you kind of just came, like you woke up, you're like, what's going on? What's happening in the breakfast show now? And maybe you missed it, but we're gonna basically have to get into it, because the reason why, because persistence is so important for everything that we need to do in life. Ain't that right, Hepzibah?
Absolutely. Without persistence, there's no goal attainment. My voice sounds pretty croaky today. I was with my grandson yesterday, and it's kind of it was coughing all over and spluttering all over me. Yes,
absolutely, champion. So look, we had our breakfast show talkers on the breakfast show What's Up line. Okay, actually, I'm gonna take. I don't know why I put this thing here. You see this, like look at the difference. You see, this looks like it fell down a lavatory, right? This is the thing they give you to protect it. But look at what it looks like in truth. Do you see what happened? This is you know, sincerity. No sincerity. Sincerity. Okay, everyone likes that right, one. Okay, let's get spiritual for a mobile phone. But anyway, one of our breakfast show faithful there, and Shalima Karoma, and Shalima has been communicating a lot on the breakfast show. I don't know if you've been listening a lot, but you've been communicating a lot recently. Kalima says, in terms of fearless motivation piece, we got it here. Here we go. You ready for this? Let's hear it. Shalima. I'm changing my life. Here we go.
Good morning, breakfast show. This is Shalima Karoma from Finsbury Park.
Hey.
This motivational message was really, really good, and it just reminded me that, you know, we need to keep on persisting no matter the circumstances, no matter how we feel. We need to carry on going forward as if there's no other option, like there's no other path to go down. Like, we need to keep going to achieve our goal, and there's no other way. Giving up is not an option. And I feel like it's important to know the bigger goal as well, for what you're fighting for. Because I used to think persistence, I need to, you know, carry on knocking on this wall, and you know, eventually it's gonna fall down, which is true. But just to give you an example of what I'm speaking about, I remember when I was applying for jobs and I was trying to get into a specific field, and I would like try and sometimes even reapply to the same company, like re-interview with the same company, like just thinking, no, they have to hire me. But sometimes that's not, you know, the best thing for you. And I kept reapplying and kept going to the interviews because I felt like I didn't want to give up. But when I, you know, really reflected on the situation, prayed about the situation, I took a step back, and you know, God revealed to me that what do I actually want? Like, it is the success that I want, it is the good job that I want, the culture that I want. It's not necessarily that specific field. Okay, I want that, but the ultimate goal is I won't be giving up, basically, if I change direction. I'm persistent for that pursuit of success, and I will get that. So when I changed that direction, I was still persistent. I didn't give up, and then, you know, now I'm in a place that I am really, really happy. So persistent is basically just going all the way, not giving up no matter what until you achieve your goal. And I just think it's important to think about what your actual goal is, you know, and to just broaden up your mindset with that. That's just what it reminded me of.
Fantastic. That's absolutely powerful, guys. What are your thoughts on that one?
Well, it's interesting because sometimes it's like we can mistaken persistence with stubbornness. There's a difference, you know. When you're persistent, it is something, when you're fighting for something that, you know, is, how can I put it? It's not, when it's not just tailored to your own selfish ambition, then we can class that as persistence. But when you're doing something, and you know, when that person is doing something and they're still going at it, but nothing's working, you know, it's not something that's going to benefit anything or anyone, not even probably themselves, but they're still at it. No, I need to persist. This can be seen as stubbornness, which doesn't bear good fruit.
And you know what's interesting as well is that what she said about, you know, when we're in that battle, right? And sometimes what's in front of you might not be working, like you're saying, but you have the bigger goal behind, you know. So sometimes the thing you're doing might not be working, and guess what? It's saying, you know, let me try a different way. You know, I'm still persisting for the bigger goal. So you know clearly what you want. You define what you're after. For example, like today's relationship Thursday, right? Power, you know, relationship power. And so, for example, some people could, like, when a relationship goes wrong that they invested in, they're like, I'm never gonna love again. Na, 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 na. Okay, Hepzibah knows that song. I don't know if all of you know. But like, you know, they can get so distraught, right? But then the bigger picture is a family, harmony, peace. And sometimes you need to let go of what's in front of you, or this situation, this toxic situation, this fruitless situation that's giving you signs, because you've got a bigger picture. You've got a bigger goal. You might even need to, it might even be a sacrifice to stop with this, but you're persistent on the bigger picture. Does that make sense, guys? Or am I talking crazy again?
No, I in addition to all of what everyone said, including Shalima, I think in her case, when she persisted and then realized that she had to step back and have a look.
Yeah.
But then there's the other side of that, those people who give up instead of persisting.
Yeah.
That person who decides that, you know what, it's not for me anyway, so I'm not going to continue. So, you know, I'll just leave it alone. But that's because they don't want to persist, and they're kind of like, you know, they take that step back
it's
instead
easier.
of actually, the easy option.
You know,
so yeah.
It was interesting what the Fearless Motivation piece as well also added. We got a few more coming in here. And they said this, not many people have persistence, and that's why so many people have the life, do not have the life they want. Right? That's how important. Another thing they said here is we all want fast wins, but greatness takes time. You can't rush your greatness. You have to put in the time. If you're not willing to put in the time, you don't deserve the rewards. So there's no quick fixes here on this journey. All right. So we also have that's my line. Let's get to the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line. Also, Shalima also added, this goes for any area, family, your faith goals you'd like to achieve in church, position, or even relationships. You need to always persist and not give up, but be wise and think of the bigger picture, which is the ultimate goal, you know.
Like what you just said.
Exactly. All right, then we also have another Breakfast Show talker here, Mijuli just sent a message here. Let's here we go, Mijuli.
Show faithfuls, top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning.
And the rest of the day itself.
What's my take from the team pillars this morning about persistence? That you have to be persistent. I'll just tell you a little story. When I started my business in 2014, I had a partner and things didn't go well. So we were at the verge of getting the company insolvent. And then we went to the accountant, and I said to the accountant point blank, if she wants it, she can take it, because I can start again and I will do it.
Do you see that one there? Just interrupt. That's the bigger picture, right? That's the bigger picture. It's not this situation that's happening. There's the bigger picture. You know, you ain't gonna stress me out because of the journey bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There we go.
Because I know what I am doing, and I am persistent. That in the end, we split ways, and then she took all the clients. All I had was just one client that wouldn't go with her, so I just had this one client that stayed with me. And I had to move out of the business premises because now all the clients had gone, the income had gone, everything had gone. So it was literally starting all over again. Cut a long story short, she lost everything. I was so persistent that I fought, built the business again from scratch, started all over again, and I kept going and kept fighting. And at that time, the lawyer was saying, why don't you just liquidate and just call it quits, and you will be you don't have to pay no taxes and things, that sort of things.
Easy way out.
I said to the lawyer, I ain't a quitter.
Persistence.
I said, my God did not raise a quitter. I will show you what my God can do.
The intention,
and
right?
My lawyer was so gobsmacked because of the persistence that I had. I owed people money. I made sure I paid the people that we owed money to. I made sure that
integrity,
everything started from scratch, and that in the end he gave me the name Margaret Thatcher. He says, you're just like Margaret Thatcher, you don't give up. So I said, thank you for that thing, but it's not Margaret Thatcher that I'm like. I said, I'm like my God, because my God gives me strength. And I'm like a pit bull. Once I get my teeth stuck into something, I don't let go. Because that's how persistent I am until I get the end result. Even when I was in school, when I was a junior, I used to do athletics. So I was a 100-meter sprinter and a 200-meter sprinter. I ran in my own age group, and I ran in the age group above me. And I was so determined and so persistent that I had to beat the girls in that were above me, and the following year break my own record that I had set.
Good gosh, who is this lady?
So you don't give up.
Hey.
Hey.
God
Awesome.
did not raise quitters. We ain't quitters. We are persistent and we fight for what we want. We are determined and we will get what we want, because with persistence, all things are possible.
Hey, that
To
was
the
dangerous.
end, Miss Julie.
Oh my goodness, that was scary.
To the end. To the end.
You know, when you see persistence in practice, it's a scary thing to behold, you know, isn't it?
Do you know what's interesting? You can see when it comes to real persistence, there's always good fruit. So what her manager was saying about her, what all these people were saying about her persistence was good things.
Yeah.
So when someone is persistent, they will always bear good kind of fruit.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, when someone is stubborn, we can say, then the fruit is bad.
Yeah.
You know, when the first hurdle comes, they tend to get angry.
Yeah.
When people get in their way, they start to mistreat people. They start to lash out. So if you want to identify between persistence and stubbornness, see what kind of fruit you're bearing. See the way that you feel in your journey, in your pursuit to the success that you have. That will show you whether you're actually being persistent or if you're being stubborn.
Wow, that's a good one.
Awesome,
By the tree, you know, by the fruit, you know the tree. Go ahead.
I don't know if the song, you have to sing this, Miss Julie. How's the song go again? It says, oh my God, starting all over again. It's gonna be fine. That must have been your mantra, you know, that's it all the way. It was fine, it is fine, and look what you're testifying. This is really great.
Yeah, and the thing about it is like, how many times have we heard people complain about the loss?
Yeah.
Like, oh, they glorify the loss. Oh, this, oh, no. But you see, the persistence is like the energy is here. The focus is here. It's separate from the feelings, right? It's just what it is, and that's a really powerful example, Midjoy.
Apologies for the long message.
Midjoy, you blessed us this morning. Wonderful. Connect online Monday to Friday with special guests for inspiration, motivation to start your morning right. Music, banter, fun and laughter. Connect when you start your mornings with The Breakfast Show. Only on libertyradio.co.uk. That's right, The Breakfast Show is back. libertyradio.co.uk from 6:30 a.m.